So, what role do the states and their chosen representatives play in the election of the US president? And do different states have a different degree of influence over the election?
But we can think of influence in more than one way. One way to think of it is, well, do some states just have more electoral votes than others? And, the more electoral votes you have, the more influence you have. Well, yes, that's true. Bigger states have, more populous states have more electoral votes, and so they have more influence, sort of in mathematical terms, over the winner. But in practice, what the Electoral College does is it really incentivizes candidates to focus on the states where the outcome is in doubt. And those are the states that are going to get the most attention from the candidates, because that's where you actually have some potential influence over whether you get electoral votes or not. Now, most states, there isn't any doubt about how they're going to vote. And so they don't get any attention from the candidates during the campaign. They're sort of written off because there's no strategic incentive to campaign and to court the voters in a state where you already know how the state's going to vote in November. So while in theory the electoral vote, you could say the biggest states have the most influence, in terms of who gets the most attention from candidates, it's the competitive states that have the most influence. And of course, the bigger the competitive state, the more electoral votes are in play, then the more influence they might receive, at least in terms of drawing attention of the candidates.